am Patrick Taylor Perez, section LFSA222N005. The classification of penalties under Article 25 of the RPC. First is principal, provided by the law for penalty and which is imposed by conviction and court expressly upon conviction. And second is accessory, they included in the position of the principal penalty. Under Article 35, the penalties which may be imposed in their different classes are included on the following. The first is still principal penalties. Capital punishment is death. Next is afflicted penalties, reclusion perpetua, reclusion temporal, perpetual or temporary, absolute disqualification, perpetual or temporary, special disqualification, prison mayor. And next is correctional penalties, prison correctional, arresto mayor, suspension and stereo. And next is the light penalties, arresto minor, public censure. Penalties common to the three preceding classes are: first is fine and banned to keep the peace. And next is the accessory penalties, perpetual or temporal, special disqualification, suspension from public office, the right to vote and be voted for the profession or calling civic interdiction, and indemnification, forfeiture or confiscation of the instrument and proceed of the offense, payments of costs. And next is the duration of penalties under Article 27. This is reclusion perpetua, 20 years and 1 day to 40 years. Reclusion temporal, 12 years and 1 day to 20 years. And next is prison mayor temporary disqualification, 6 years and 1 day and 12 years. 6 day and 1 years, 6 years and 1 day to 12 years. Next is the prison correctional suspension and stereo, 6 months and 1 day to 6 years. And next is arresto mayor, 1 month and 1 day to 6 months. Next is arresto minor, 1 day to 30 days. And next is lastly is the successive service of sentence. This is under Article 70 of the RPC. The penalties in the order of severity and for the purpose of successive service of sentence. And how the following skills is: first is death. Republic Act of 9346, signed into the law on June 24, 2006, prohibited the imposition of death penalty. Second is reclusion perpetua. Third is reclusion temporal. Four is prison mayor. Fifth is prison correctional. Six is arresto mayor. Seven is arresto minor. 8 is the stereo. 9 is perpetual absolute disqualification. 10 is temporal absolute disqualification. 11 is suspension from public office, the right to vote and be voted for, the right to follow profession or calling. And next is lastly is 12, public censure. And next is the complex crime, compound crime and complex crime proper under Article 48 of the RPC. When a single act constitute two or more grave or less grave felonies, or when an offense is a necessary means for committing the other, and the penalty for the most serious crime shall be imposed to be applied in the maximum period. So the Article 48 speaks of two types of complex crime. The first one is when a single act constitutes two or more grave or less grave felonies. Second is when an offender is a necessary means of committing the other. And that is all.